Thundercats was super popular. Really popular.
Can you do a live action Thundercats?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Because how do you do Mum-Ra? I mean, he's got to be all CGI.
Yeah, I mean, they can do anything now. The effects are good enough. You can do anything you can imagine.
Not according to some people.
you can do maybe they should do a 1950s Thundercats before
That's
they
what I want to see. I want it in black and white, and I want to see the edits.
I want all the dust marks.
I want a silent one. I want a silent movie.
I want a Charlie Chaplin Thundercats.
Silent Cats.
Silent Cats. Time for timer. Remember that?
No.
You remember that? Time for timer? Saturday morning cartoons, the little yellow, weird-looking guy.
Timer?
Yeah, time for timer.
No.
Really?
That wasn't a thing.
Yeah, it was a thing. Time for timer. You gotta look it up. Little yellow guy with a hat, and he would do all kinds of like PSAs for kids. Should have had to like not die in the house. You remember Time for Timer?
No. And yet I still managed not to die in the house.
No, it's real.
Time for Timer. It's not a real thing.
It was a real thing.
I don't remember that at all. A little yellow man?
Little yellow man. Time for Timer.
You get a fucked up childhood.
I should have smothered you in your bed when you were little.
You should have. Don't threaten me with a good time.
The Unchosen Ones.
All right, so just fucking stare at me. Start the show. Not into it this week. I'm really not.
Let's go home.
It's not into it. I had a low energy week.
Every week's a low energy week.
I don't know why. It's too hard. Let's quit.
Just give up, man.
X-Men was incredible again. You saw it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that the last?
No. It's the first of a 3-part finale.
Why don't they just do a last episode?
No, well, because they want
3-part finale. That's annoying.
Why does everything bother you all the time? It's a 3-part finale. It ends with this story. This is the last storyline.
Last episode.
This is the last storyline of this season, and they cut it up to 3 parts because, that's how they want to do it. What's it to you?
Give me an explanation.
There's no explanation. They just want to
it?
do it like that. It's their show. You can do it how they
I
want.
don't like it.
So this guy on Instagram, Black Market Comics, he put out this meme. I'm not sure if it's his meme. I asked him if it's his meme, but he said I could repost it. And I thought it was really quite funny. When you're at an anti-mutant rally and then a bunch of your friends start turning into Sentinels. These are those Charlottesville maniacs with the tiki torches.
Oh, he looks like fun. Like a guy you want to hang out with.
What do you want to do this week, Nick?
I bet she's good at trivia night.
Why tiki torches? Like, didn't they know
I think
that was
easy to find? Maybe.
I guess they just and who's the guy that had to make the Home Depot run?
I think that's a Bass Pro Shop run. I don't think they must have had like a sale.
That might have been Bass
Buy
Pro
2
Shop.
get 1 free.
Right. That might not have been Home Depot.
I think they were looking around and like, well, those are on sale. Yeah. They got a lot of them.
Did they get right? Was there a deal that week? Did they shop around for the tiki torches?
A white trash discount.
The parallels, they're unmistakable. The parallels, but some people will ignore them.
I don't see any comments like saying anything though. Do you think they don't realize what the parallels are?
I think some people don't realize it. I think some people just don't want to get it. Some people ignore it. Some people don't.
So good. It's so good.
It's just amazing. I mean, especially the quote, right? The quote from the villain, Bastion. The human community is scared. Of course they are. They've been told over and over that the future is leaving them behind. But I invite them to be relevant again. I invite them to be part of something greater than themselves. I mean,
no.
I mean, if you don't see that as, some of these people who go to these kind of rallies, scared that they're losing the country, scared that they're being left behind. I mean, it's pretty blatant. I think it's fantastic that they're brave enough to put it into a cartoon, especially X-Men, because
fits perfectly.
X-Men, still holding up the mirror to society after all these years.
Someone said that Magneto and Xavier are not. They were supposed to be JFK and somebody else. Really?
There's a lot of debate over that. I mean, if you're really just thinking about it logically, when they were making the characters, they probably didn't think of them in terms of in terms of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr. But later, when with art, sometimes it takes on a life of its own. And eventually, Stan Lee said, "You know what? Maybe I was thinking that subconsciously. Maybe that was something that I was doing."
He wrote all of it?
Yeah, Stan Lee created the X-Men. That parallel, whether it was intentional at the beginning or not, it still is a parallel.
Yeah.
It still is relevant.
How many episodes left?
There's 3 left.
Oh, there's 3 more.
It's a 3. What didn't you understand about 3-part finale from earlier?
The whole thing.
Yeah, 3 that end it. And
is it going to be it? Are they going to do it again?
No, they already have season 2.
Oh, they do?
Written. I read that it's in the can.
The guy they fired wrote season 2?
He already wrote season 2. Yeah.
Wow.
I hope they figure that out. Like, it's weird because no one will say exactly what happened. No one will say why it had to be creative or monetary. Probably
that's why no one's saying. Someone's not allowed to say something.
Maybe it was money, who knows? But maybe they'll kiss and make up because everything it is Disney. So maybe they'll make up because this is so successful, and they'll just
we'll see what the second season looks.
Success erases a lot of disagreements. So maybe they can figure that out. My favorite all-time comedian.
He's not your favorite all-time.
Jerry Seinfeld?
Carlin?
Oh, right. Sorry. My second all-favorite.
Knock him down a peg.
Yeah. My second all-time favorite comedian, Jerry Seinfeld, got in a little, it's not hot water because he doesn't care.
Yeah.
But he was on a podcast and he said the extreme left and PC crap killed TV comedy. Now it's like, Seinfeld is, he can do no wrong really for me because it's the greatest sitcom of all time.
It's a stupid comment.
It's a stupid comment. It's an old, what it is? It's a guy getting older comment.
Yeah. But I mean,
it happens to everyone. You get old, the technology passes you by. I mean, just in his explanation of what he said was, it used to be you'd get home at the end of the day and most people would say, "Oh, Cheers is on, MASH is on, Mary Tyler Moore is on, All in the Family is on. You just expected there'll be some funny stuff we could watch on TV. Guess what? Where is it?" I mean,
everywhere.
That's just, old man yelling at the clouds. What he's really upset about is that appointment television is gone. Yeah. It used to be, you had to come home,
there's nothing else to do.
Had to get in front of the television at that exact time when your show was coming on.
Right.
And, or if you knew how to set the VCR, you could do that. But now everyone's on their own time schedule. People watch things at, people watch things at 8 a.m. People watch things at 3 a.m. They watch them whenever they can. They watch them on their phone. They watch them at work. They watch them on their devices. And these shows, they're around. He just doesn't know about them,
Well, but then don't say, it's, I don't know, it's just ignorant to say something that you don't know anything about.
It's ignorant. It's like what happens when you get older and you're not up to
that's a good excuse.
It's
not everybody gets like that.
Not everyone, but he said it. And, I even saw another interview where they asked him what he watches. And he said, "I don't watch anything. I just watch baseball."
So how could you make that comment?
He just watches baseball.
So how would you know?
He doesn't. He doesn't know. There's plenty of great shows on. And there's not. You want to look for a non-PC show? They're all over the place.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
it's crazy stuff.
It's Always Sunny. Kim's Convenience. Have you seen that?
Tons of stuff.
There's
South Park is still on.
South Park is still on.
Family Guy is still on.
Family Guy is still going.
Which is just, I don't know how that's on.
Right. Even Seth MacFarlane said, we don't know how.
He's not there anymore. He doesn't work on there anymore.
Yeah, I think he
left when he started doing Ted.
Right.
I don't know if he left fully, but he's kind of hands off.
It's on autopilot now.
Well, he's
got other people. He's got other people know the show and they're able to write.
They just had a reunion. You see, it was like 25th year or something.
But I mean, he still does the voices.
Oh yeah. He's just not there every day anymore. And like, it doesn't affect a comedian like him anyway. Like he didn't say anything even close to being, he don't even curse.
That's the other thing. It's like someone
no
who's
effect on his comedy.
Someone who's
ever.
never been an offense against PC guy talking about how he can't say anything. I mean, there were some Seinfeld episodes that maybe you wouldn't write the same way today.
Which ones?
But even like the Puerto Rican Day Parade one. There was one he mentioned he mentioned specifically, but this also is completely hypocritical of his entire comment. He talked about the one where Kramer hires a group of unhoused men to pull rickshaws through the city. He hired a bunch of homeless people to pull rickshaws through the city. And he said, we wouldn't do that joke with Kramer and the rickshaws today. We would come up with another joke. All right. They move the gates like in the slalom. The gates are moving. Your job is to be agile and clever enough so that wherever they put the gate, you're going to make that gate. So that's
what a good comedian does.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That is moving with the times. He would create. So even he is saying he would change it for today's audience. Right. And that's what, one of our favorites, Anthony Jeselnik, is always talking about.
Do your job, he says.
He's saying,
do your fucking job.
Do your job. You're a comedian. You're supposed to take the temperature of the room, take the temperature of the audience. You're not supposed to sit up there and bitch about I can't say this and I can't say that.
No, it's not comedy.
Yeah, and he's the one that revived this Andy Warhol comment, which is just magnificent.
Like, as a comic, your job is to get in trouble, and so but they don't want to get yelled at. It's like it's okay to make people mad, but they don't want any pushback, and I think that's wrong. As a comedian, you want to make people laugh. This is a quote attributed to Andy Warhol that I love. It's just art is getting away with it. If you put out a special and everyone's pissed, like you didn't get away with it. You need to make everyone laugh that they're like, yeah, he talked about some fucked up stuff, but we're all happy. That's art. Otherwise, you're just a troll.
No, but also like comedy is towing the line. If there's no line, it was not funny.
Right.
If everything's okay, no one's going to be funny anymore. Right. That's part of the fun of it.
The art is walking up to that line, maybe dipping a toe on the other side.
Like Carlin used to say.
Right.
Yeah. He has a quote. I forget the quote. He has a good quote about that.
Dipping your toe on the other side, feeling the temperature and then pulling back.
Yeah. And maybe you cross every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly. But you know where that line is. And if you're a real true master of the art, you know how to get away with it. Right. There are people that can say all kinds of heinous shit. I mean, Jeselnik says the most heinous.
That show was one of the. I've never heard such awful things.
When we saw him at the Improv. He says the most heinous shit, but you know what it is about him? You don't take it in a belligerent he's not
pointing it at anybody.
Yeah, there's no animosity. No. You don't think he's actually being that guy. He's saying it through his comedy and through not really a character, but through a lens of satire.
It's a character a little bit.
It's a character. It's a stereo. But it's through a satire filter. Yeah. And you get that he's not really wishing harm on people or anything like that. Then when some other people, which we're not going to go into it, but there are some other comics out there that are talking about other groups and you can feel...
Well, it's just directed at them.
You can feel that they just don't like these people. Like there's something behind it all,
Even Jeselnik did the transgender thing, which is it was unbelievable.
It's not that you can't joke about transgender. It's how you do it, right? So getting away with it that's what it's all about.
It's always been it's not new either. It's always been. You go back as far as you want. Someone's always been getting in trouble for what they said as a comedian.
Yeah, I mean, look
Carlin,
at our favorite, George Carlin. Carlin, Stern
dealt with it just from the other side.
They got Carlin was put into the back of a paddy wagon with, what's his name? With Lenny Bruce. They were
getting arrested for what he said.
They were being arrested.
No one's getting arrested anymore.
Yeah, exactly. You can say whatever you want.
People who are complaining are selling out arenas every weekend.
Right.
So you have plenty of free speech.
To sum it up, quit bitching and do your job. Make people laugh.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, so they were doing this question about, do you pour the cereal in first or the milk in to a bowl?
Like when you're setting up your cereal to eat?
Right.
That's the stupidest question
I know.
ever. Of course it's the cereal.
Some people say milk first.
Psychopaths. Arrest them immediately and put them in one part of the country.
Who would put the milk in? How do you know how much milk if you don't know
exactly
cereal proportion?
I mean, because if you put in too much milk, Now you got to like overflow the cereal, and then you can control the liquid much easier than you can the dry cereal.
Right.
You can really make sure that liquid, the milk goes to the exact level you want it. And you don't want to cover the cereal, then you get soggy cereal.
If you put in too little milk, then you're changing yourself on how much cereal you're going to put in.
It's too crunchy though, too. You got to,
well, you're going to stop at a not optimal time.
I bet you the people who put the milk in first are the same people who put the toilet paper roll underneath.
What is that?
Yeah.
That's just not logical.
They should do, if they want to spend money on studies, they spend all this millions of dollars on studies, do a study to see what the people are they put the toilet paper roll on underneath. And if they also put milk in the bowl first,
they just do everything wrong.
Just all of them should be arrested immediately and sent to Greenland.
Greenland? Why does Greenland get that?
Biggest patch of land I could think of where I don't think a lot of people are.
Montana?
Right. We do have the Dakotas.
Throw them in the middle here. Yeah,
there are
either
the Dakotas.
One. North, south, west, any of the Dakotas. What does that shirt mean? What is that from? Double Deuce.
What do you mean?
Is that from a movie? Am I fired? Well, I know what it's from, but
see yourself out.
I know what it's from. Tell everyone.
Get the fuck out. Are you serious?
Live music, Missouri.
Double Deuce.
Is that a shit reference?
It's a shit reference for you. You don't know.
Give me a hint.
Give you a hint.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nobody knows what it's from.
Oh, I bet everyone, everyone in the
Superman?
comment, tell him what a complete dickhead he is for not knowing this. Are you kidding me? Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
Give me a hint.
Be nice until it's time to not be nice.
Give me another hint.
You're out of hints. You don't know that quote?
No.
Wow. Okay. It was just remade. They just remade
Who was
it.
in the remake?
Gyllenhaal.
Oh, Roadhouse.
Wow. Dude, you've never seen the original
I didn't
Roadhouse?
see the original one.
Oh.
That's with Swayze? And he was with the Swayze and the ghosts? And the...
And the pottery?
He's doing the pottery thing? That was it's a weird Roadhouse movie.
They should combine those films.
Ghost House.
Ghost House. They start playing.
He kicks ghost asses.
Oh, this is great. A Roadhouse, but everyone's dead. It's a ghost.
You could get Patrick Swayze.
Right? Oh. Oh, man.
It's all coming together.
I'd watch that. I would watch Ghost House.
What do you mean? Like a live guy beating up ghosts?
No, it's like, in the afterworld, there's a Roadhouse.
A bar, a shitty bar in hell.
The afterlife is no different than regular life at all. It's just the same.
Hell's just Key West, a bar in Key West.
No, in the original, it was Missouri. Worse than Key West.
It's debatable.
Way worse.
I have to watch the original. I've never seen it.
That's just, I mean,
how good is it?
It's excellent. It's the
Whoopi Goldberg in that.
I mean, it's not good, but it's great.
It's bad good.
It's a great bad film. It's great.
I'll watch. Is it on Netflix?
I'm sure you can find it on HBO, where the original, the new one is. I
like the Gyllenhaal one.
It was okay. It was entertaining. It wasn't great. I didn't find it great. It was okay.
Fun?
It was fun. It was fun. It was worth my time.
Well, what is the original Oscar-worthy performance?
No, not at all. But it's just fantastic. It's just one of those really high replay value films. You could watch that movie anytime it's on. You could just let it run. It's got high replay value. The original.
Give me your
Roadhouse.
top high replay value movies.
High
Give me
replay
3.
value movies. Like top of my head.
I know the best one.
What's the best one?
Mama's Boy?
Grandma's Boy.
Grandma's Boy.
Grandma's Boy is great.
Grandma's Boy.
That
I
I
watch
could
it anytime.
I could watch that anytime. Yeah, Grandma's Boy has high
That's
replay
fantastic.
value. Very
Tons
high.
of lines.
Right.
Yeah.
And then some great movies have extremely low replay value.
Well, like the long,
Right.
drawn out.
Like the last Black Panther movie. Like I thought that was a
I
great,
wouldn't watch that.
great
again, though.
film,
Yeah.
but I won't watch it
It's too much.
a lot. It's too heavy.
Yeah.
You know, some films there's like I don't want to really.
Forrest Gump. I won't watch that again.
Actually, that one
Yeah,
I've watched
it's
a
so
lot.
long though.
It's long, but
Anything with Kevin Costner it's hard to watch. Although one of his movies on my list,
oh, I know which one.
the greatest sports movie of all time.
Draft Day.
Such a good movie.
That movie's ass.
That's a great movie.
There's good parts of that movie, but
Pancake eating motherfucker.
it's
I want my picks back, and I want David Putney.
I need a punt returner.
Where the hell that come from?
It doesn't matter. I want all my picks back, and I want David goddamn Putney just because I feel like it.
You're out of your mind.
Yeah, I am. Haven't I proved that already? You make this deal right now, Tom, and you get Bo Callahan. Say it with me. You get Bo. Come on, Tom, say it with me, you pancake-eating motherfucker.
the stupidest plot.
So what? Roadhouse is a great plot.
No,
So
but that was supposed to be a sports film.
Grandma's Boy is a great plot.
a
We're not
sports
talking plot.
a sports film about a GM who trades away 3 first-round picks to pick a guy who they could have got anyway in the end of the first round or even maybe the second round. Who knows?
You didn't know that. They explained the whole thing.
That was the worst writing for a plot.
That's a great writing.
It was the
It's a
worst-
great visual movie
that was-
too.
it
It's
was-
visually very.
There were
well
good
done.
parts of it,
The way they splice the stuff together.
but
which
he
people
could
hate.
have got who he wanted. I mean,
But he had to make a splash. The owner made him do it. He
but
didn't want
as
to
a
do it.
sports film, it was ludicrous. The moves he made as a GM, any GM would have been fired
What about
immediately. for
Major
that.
Leagues? Ludicrous.
Yeah, but that's going into that. That's a National Lampoon's type of film.
So just think that when you go into draft day.
No, but Draft Day was in the ilk of a real kind of one-to-one kind of like Any Given Sunday or Moneyball. That's how they were framing that one. Like it was a real kind of what am I trying to say?
I don't know. That Draft Day is a great movie. You're wrong.
No,
You don't think it's a great movie.
It was trying to be a real world kind of movie for a real world sports experience, but instead,
It's a real world sports experience.
yeah, there were parts of it with the the tension of the war room,
the whole
and things
day,
like that.
the whole draft.
Yeah,
day.
that was done well.
So
But the whole crux of the film is that he trades away 3 first-round
he gets
picks.
them all back.
Gets them all back. That was fun.
And David Putney.
the fact that he traded them away for a guy he could have picked much later. I mean, it was just ridiculous.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie.
Just watch Roadhouse, you pancake-eating motherfucker. Speaking of movies, like my segue,
No.
that was dynamite. They announced that Jeff Bridges will be returning to the Tron sequel because originally he was not listed.
They must have backed up the Brinks truck.
Maybe I don't know if there was probably a money thing or maybe they just had to
It's not a
convince him.
scheduling thing. He ain't doing nothing.
I mean, he's probably a busy guy, but I don't know how you have a Tron movie without him. And then you probably have to involve Tron as well. A lot of people don't realize.
Is there a Tron?
Yeah, there's a guy, the guy Tron.
He's never been in it?
No, he's always been in it.
Oh. They just talk about him?
Bruce Boxleitner. Bruce Boxleitner. He was Tron. He played the character he was actually the Tron character. His human name in it is Alan Bradley. And he had a small part in Tron Legacy. But I'm not sure if he's in this new one. But you got to have Bridges. I mean, you got to have Kevin Flynn. I don't know how you don't.
The movies don't interest me.
You don't like Tron?
No, I don't like Tron. I don't like Planet of the Apes.
Well, how'd you make those two comparisons?
It's just another movie. Everyone likes it. I just don't care. I just don't care for it.
Really?
Like I recognize they're good movies, but like I just do not care for it at all.
You don't like any of the Planet of the Apes?
They're fine. I won't watch them. I just no interest in it. For some reason.
When I was in college, I discovered the old ones. Like I had always known about them, but I never really sat down and watched them from end to end. I always saw like a little bits and pieces here and there as a kid. But when I was in college, just one night on some kind of Skittles binge.
That's what we're calling them, Skittles.
I sat down with one of those giant Walmart bags of Skittles, and I was just watching movies. And they had a marathon. I think it was AMC. For a marathon, it had to be AMC. Yeah. They threw on the all 5 of them. I didn't even know there were 5 when I started watching. And I was like, oh, another one, and another one's coming on. I didn't even realize how many there were. And I was just fascinated.
You better get more Skittles.
I was fascinated with them. I just kept watching. I didn't realize how much time travel there was and how the story looped around. It was great. I loved them. And then when the new ones, I mean, the Tim Burton one, that one was okay. But the new ones are really great. And the special effects, just incredible how realistic that motion capture looks.
I don't know.
You know,
have no
doesn't do it for you.
No.
Well, this is coming from a guy who never saw the original Roadhouse. So how credible are you?
I wasn't born yet. Wait, what is 89? Oh, I was born.
You were born for the Planet of the Apes movies.
Yeah, I was.
And I mean, I watched. They're all done. It's not like I saw the Planet of the Apes movies in the fucking theater.
Yeah, you did.
I saw them on a couch.
You were at the premiere
in a dorm room. And some more movie news. Giancarlo Esposito has joined the MCU in a mystery role. Ooh, mystery.
You should play a sound effect.
No, that's it. Ooh, mystery.
We have a low budget.
low budget sound effect. He said now everyone he had said before that he wanted to play Professor X, and people lost their shit, of course.
Why?
But why? I don't know. But he said it's better than you can imagine. So it's probably not.
That mean? Better than you can imagine.
I don't know. What could it be? I mean, he's such a
The
great
Watcher.
No, you can't do that to Jeffrey Wright. You got to have Jeffrey Wright be the Watcher. To me, anyway, that voice is the Watcher now. Yeah. Because there never really was like a Watcher voice. I don't know.
He never spoke, did he?
I don't know if there might have been some cartoons, older cartoons with the Watcher, but that voice now his voice is the Watcher for me. And you could even see that he could easily, his face and everything could easily translate to a Watcher, live action Watcher. Sure. Yeah, he'd be great. Yeah. No, I think it's got to be something else.
I mean, Magneto, Professor X.
No, I don't think it's either of those. I think it's going to be something more, maybe otherworldly. Maybe the Beyonder.
Galactus?
Maybe the Beyonder. The voice. I mean, it's got to be something where they use his voice, because his voice is amazing. Great voice. So maybe like Galactus. Maybe maybe the Beyonder if they're going to go that route. I'm thinking something more, space out there in the space
Dr.
characters.
Doom?
Oh, maybe he'd have to get in shape though.
I mean, isn't that the biggest role left?
Dr. Doom? That's a huge
and that's
role.
going to be the main thing. It should be in Secret Wars, shouldn't it?
I know, but is he a little too old for Dr. Doom? Is he a little too old for that role?
I don't know. You could. I mean, how old's Dr. Doom supposed to be? He could be a little older.
I mean, he's got to be around the ages of Mr. Fantastic,
It doesn't have to be. It depends on what world he's coming from.
Yeah, I guess.
Is he coming from the Fantastic Four world, or is he coming from
who knows? This could be anything. I wouldn't. Dr. Doom, I wouldn't think he'd be a good fit for Dr. Doom. I think it's got to be something where he's more of a voice actor.
Well, Dr. Doom's going to be just a voice. I mean, if he's in that.
Yeah, right. But you have to. Unless they're not going to skip his origin story, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe just a mystery character.
I mean, he's so great though. I mean, he really could do so many great characters in the MCU. So I'm glad. I don't care. I'm glad he's in it.
Yeah, whatever. He's good at
whatever he's in it. It's fantastic.
Maybe he'll just be the guy from Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah, Gus!
And he just kills all the Marvel people.
And everyone shits their pants. Like even Thor. Gus. Like, oh no, not Gus. Not Gus. He comes up with that the chicken Los Hermanos shirt. He's like, hello, is there any problem with your order today, sir? And Thor and Iron Man just shit their pants.
He takes out the whole MCU.
Thanos turns around and runs at the sight of Gus.
So did you hear that they're going ahead with a Face Off 2? And
Face Off 2?
Nicolas Cage and Travolta are both
They're in
signed
it?
on. Yep.
Holy crap. How are they going to do that?
I don't know.
I mean, how are they going to... They're going to switch faces again? I mean,
Didn't they die? Didn't one of them die?
I thought that,
Nicolas Cage died?
Right, the Nicolas Cage character died at the end of that movie. I mean, I guess they could always say they
could do whatever.
They did have to have... Wait, didn't they have to keep him alive to switch the faces back at the end?
Was there like a twist ending?
I don't remember exactly. I remember they had to give him his face back, but I guess maybe... but did he have...
Face, is that the name of the two? Face back.
Face back. Well, I guess they could say that, they had to keep him alive to give him his face back, and he didn't actually die, then... Maybe
somebody else took his face.
Some secret organization, took his body or whatever. Who knows?
And they're going after Gino Toretta.
Oh, yeah. You gotta bring the Fast and the Furious family into Face Off. That would be excellent. I would watch that.
You may have a new face, but you don't have family.
And does that all happen before or after
it's all
Tokyo?
After. It's all after.
Tokyo Drift. Where does it take place?
After.
Everything's
it's
after.
in between.
See, even Christopher Nolan himself, like the master of time in movies, doesn't understand where Tokyo Drift takes place.
I would start with Tokyo Drift and just watch that as its own thing.
Because it's in a different...
you up.
It happens before the others, doesn't it? In the timeline? That's what I know.
Not before, but yes, it is before.
Did I just catch Chris Nolan not understanding something about time?
Paradox about
exactly.
Doesn't make sense to him.
All the shit he's done. What was
Inception?
Inception. Tenet. I
stopped halfway through that.
I still don't understand Tenet.
I felt stupid.
I'm still trying to get through it all. I have to actually sit down and really pay attention.
I don't think they understand it. I think they asked them to.
Even that guy doesn't understand where Tokyo Drift actually takes place. Your favorite director has a new movie coming out.
Trap.
M. Night Shyamalan. Trap.
Feel trapped in the theater when you watch a movie of his.
Come on, man. He's done great.
Did I tell you the story? I took a date once to see the movie.
Oh, yes.
The Mark Wahlberg movie. I should tell that story again. What was it called?
The Happening?
The Happening. We were going to either see The Happening or one of Adam Sandler's movies, which would have been a great fucking choice. Just an Adam Sandler, safe Adam Sandler movie. And she goes, "It's not scary, is it?" And I go, "No, it's probably just like a mystery thing. It can't be too bad." And then the first scene are people jumping from buildings, falling on the floor.
I think one guy, didn't he kill himself with his own car? Like ran himself.
Literally the first scene is just, it's like I think it's just a shot of the ground and you just see a body fall.
You chose
poorly.
Poorly. And did you get a second date with her?
No. Oh, it was such an awkward. That was the longest movie I've ever sat.
She probably like, this is what this guy's into,
and it never got better.
He's gonna chop me up and bury me in the backyard.
A nightmare.
He probably has a dungeon.
Me over.
He probably has a dungeon in his house.
It was the worst experience ever.
But this one looks unique a little bit because it looks like
they're all unique.
Yeah, they're all unique. I mean, good or bad, I'm always there for an M. Night Shyamalan movie. I'm always going to be curious enough to watch it.
Is this one going to be good?
Well,
finally?
I mean, he's had good ones. He's had great ones. He's had great ones.
Either way, it's great or it sucks.
The Unbreakable trilogy is, those are, the first two were great.
Not the first two. 1 and 3.
No.
Really? Well,
no. Unbreakable,
Glass
Unbreakable and Split are great. Glass is okay.
Well, that's in the middle. Yeah.
Glass is the third one.
Well, how'd it go? Give me the.
What are you talking about? It went Unbreakable, then Split, then Glass.
Oh, it was Split then Glass?
Yeah.
It wasn't Glass then Split?
Yeah, they had to introduce the McAvoy's character.
Yeah.
You're so dumb. You're just stupid. You're a dumb guy.
Roadhouse.
But this new movie looks like it doesn't have a sci-fi flair to it. Maybe, or we don't know, because there could be a twist.
They're all aliens.
Because they're kind of giving away the twist.
That's not the twist.
Right in the film. So obviously there's got to be some other twist involved, right? So we'll see. And it has, who the hell is the main character? Oh, Josh Hartnett. Yeah. Right. I haven't seen him for a while.
He's a good actor.
He's a good actor.
Yeah.
I think what's the last thing I saw him in was it he was actually in Oppenheimer. He had a part right. Oh, right. He was in duh. He was in Oppenheimer.
He was in duh. Was that to see what the dude was?
No, he was in, I didn't, you know what it is? I didn't
see Oppenheimer.
I didn't recognize him. Oppenheimer was worth watching. I think it was a little overhyped.
Worth watching? I would say.
Yeah, it was a little overhyped, a little slow. I don't know. It was good.
Good
it's
ending.
You know what? It's one of those movies we were talking about where it's like, I'm not going to watch it a lot.
Yeah.
It doesn't have high.
Too heavy.
Doesn't have high replay value.
What if Tarantino did The Dark Knight Returns, like the comic book?
I mean, he could do it.
How great would that be?
It'd be probably amazing.
Yeah.
He could totally do it. You could have all the blood and the violence you need.
With Samuel L. Jackson as Batman.
He's got to be in there somewhere. Commissioner Gordon. Samuel L. Gordon.
Who's his Batman? Like from his guys.
Right. It's Leonardo DiCaprio. Who would be? I don't think he has anyone. Well, it's got to be.
Who's the guy who played in the Kill Bill? The brother of Bill? What's his name?
Oh, Madsen?
Madsen. Could he be an old?
No, he can't be Batman. I don't think so. You know who could have been good? Mickey Rourke.
Oh, yeah. Can't now.
As an old Batman?
Yeah.
You know? Mickey Rourke might have been interesting. I say you just get Michael Keaton. Why would you screw around?
Well, he had him in a movie. He was in Jackie Brown.
There you go. So he knows Michael Keaton. Yeah. Right. So you just get Michael Keaton. Bam. Done. You just get Michael. Yeah. I mean, that would be amazing. Can you imagine a Dark
DiCaprio
Knight,
could be the Joker.
A Dark Knight Returns with
Tarantino
Michael Keaton
and Rodriguez
and Tarantino directing it? Yeah. Who would be the Joker?
I'm serious with DiCaprio. Bet you could play a Joker.
DiCaprio could do it. Yeah. I could see that. As
Sam
an older...
Jackson's.
Break my neck, motherfucker.
No, he could be Gordon. He would be a better Gordon.
He would be a good Gordon. Yeah. He would be an excellent Gordon. But yeah, I would. Oh,
that would be interesting for sure.
That would be amazing.
We should tell somebody.
That means, if they do actually end up doing this, do we get
our idea?
Do we get creative royalties?
Yes. I just want 1%.
I'll take 0.5%.
Well, one between the both of us. Yeah.
So they've been talking about a live action Thundercats film forever, but I think it's actually getting momentum now. They're going to go through with it. I mean, it's going to be heavily CGI, heavy makeup. So I don't know if you really need superstars in this because you're going to have, everyone's faces are going to be.
Think people will go see that?
I'm seeing it.
I know you're seeing it. But
I'm seeing it immediately.
I know, but I mean,
you're not seeing it.
Well, sure, but how much?
It's got a big following from the 80s. Yes. I mean, those cartoons, all that stuff, G.I. Joe.
Well, I mean,
Transformers did really
those
well.
Movies made a ton of
Why
money.
would that why would Transformers do well and Thundercats not? Thundercats was super popular. Really popular.
Can you do a live action Thundercats?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
It's going to be heavy CGI.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Absolutely. You know what you could probably do? You could probably do the entire movie CGI, like Lion King style.
Yeah, you could do that.
You probably could. But
you don't have to.
Yeah, and just get voice actors for it.
Because how do you do Mum-Ra? I mean, he's got to be all CGI.
Yeah, I mean, they can do anything now. The effects are good enough. You can do anything you can imagine.
Not according to some people.
you can do. Maybe they should do a 1950s 1950s Thundercats. Before
That's
they
what I
even...
want to see. I want it in black and white, and I want to see the edits.
I want all the dust marks. I want to see the film registration marks in the upper right.
I want a silent one. I want a silent movie.
I want a Charlie Chaplin Thundercats.
Silent Cats.
Silent Cats. But they do have some suggestions here. They got Liam Hemsworth for Lion-O. I mean, I could see that.
Too young?
No, Lion-O is young.
Lion-O? Oh, he's young?
No, well, first he starts off as a kid, and then he
an origin story?
ages fast through time.
Another origin Thundercats movie.
And when they're when they're in the shuttle going from Thundera to Third Earth, Lion-O ages, and he's not a kid anymore. So I mean, I think he could do it. You'd have to get someone to play young Lion-O if they're going to follow it exactly, which they probably won't. But I could see him.
You could take liberties.
You could take, yeah. They got Michael Rosenbaum as Tigra. I think that'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
I think
he would do it.
I'm sure he would do it in a heartbeat. Elizabeth Olsen as Chitara. Not bad. Yeah, that could work. Vin Diesel as Panthro.
No.
No?
Vin Diesel. What are we doing? Absolutely not.
My Thundercat family.
Why does anyone give him any work?
And he'd be in the Thunder Tank racing it all around again.
No. No Vin Diesel.
Jumping it off cliffs.
I don't like that at all.
He's got Nas in the Thunder Tank.
I souped up the Thunder Tank.
The Thunder Tank has rims.
He pulls up, music playing.
Ludacris is in the back. It's not even a Thundercat. He's just there.
Who's that? Ludacris.
I was thinking Terry Crews as Panthro. Right?
Panthro is a white tiger.
No, come on. I always pictured Panthro as a black actor. You know?
Panthro, yeah. Terry Crews too big to be Panthro?
No. Too big. Panthro's like the biggest guy. He's the strongest of all
Terry
of
Crews
them.
could be Mum-Ra.
Mum-Ra, I don't know. You got to get someone
Like
a little
Spanish, maybe Mum-Ra?
Why would he have to be Spanish?
No, it seems
I mean,
Spanish.
he could
to
be,
me.
but why would he have
I don't
to
know.
be?
I think he's Spanish.
In
In my mind, he's Spanish.
You just envision the ancient mummy as Spanish?
Oh, he's an ancient mummy. So Egyptian.
Yeah, Egyptian, right.
Vin Diesel.
No, I know who you get.
The Rock.
No, God damn it. Moon Knight.
No.
And Poe Dameron. Yeah, he could be Mum-Ra. What's his name?
Too small.
Diego Luna. No, wrong guy.
Too big Diego Luna.
He's in Andor. Come on. What's his name? I don't even have a wrong name.
Moon Knight.
No, his name.
Not called him Moon Knight.
It's not Moon Knight. No, he's great. He's one of my favorite actors. Inside Llewyn Davis.
What?
No, he's in that movie, Coen Brothers movie.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Right. No, he's a great actor.
What about Carrie Elway?
As what? Mum-Ra?
No, not for Mum-Ra. For the for Lion-O.
For Lion-O?
Yeah.
He's a little long in the tooth for Lion-O.
No. He really aged.
Oscar Isaac. How'd you not know that?
How about
how'd you not know Oscar Isaac? He'd be great as Mum-Ra.
What about the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Chris Pratt?
No, the big guy. Batista.
Oh,
For
Batista.
Mum-Ra.
As Mum-Ra?
Yeah.
No, I don't
Why?
see that. No, I don't see that at all.
You're not a casting director.
Yeah, well, neither are you. Last I checked.
I just
are?
started a job. Tomorrow's my first day.
Can I help?
No.
First of all, you have to have someone who can play both parts. And when he's the muscle guy, it'll be mostly CGI.
Timothy Chalamet. Go the other way.
He could be Chitara.
He's got the hair. He is pretty.
They got Dakota Fanning as Wile E. Kit.
Yeah.
I mean, Wile E. Kit and Wile E. Cat are kids. Dakota Fanning's not a kid anymore.
Yeah, she doesn't look. She's older.
Wallace Shawn as Snarf. That's perfect. The voice. That would be good. That would be good.
He could be just Snarf. Just put him in a makeup. He could be Snarf.
pretty sure Snarf's going to be CGI. Morgan Freeman as Jaga.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Yeah, because he's always like the old wise guy, you know. But I hope they do make it.
They've been talking about this forever.
Yeah, it's been like in development hell. But I mean, I'm there for it. If they make this thing, I would even go for like a really cool animated feature. You know, full length animated feature. I'd be all about that too.
You never redid it like a new.
They did. They did redo it, and actually, they only did one season of the reboot, and it was excellent. It didn't get the watch. I think it was on Cartoon Network. It was like 2011, 2012, around there, and it was written really well. It was a little different than the original cartoon. Like the planet they were on was Thundera. Like there was Thundera was a city actually on Third Earth. It wasn't a separate planet. But I mean, just like anything, when you get new writers involved and it matures, you get more complicated characters. There was more depth to them. It was really well done. It just didn't take off. It didn't do well, and they canceled it after one season. But I thought it was pretty good.
I'd like to see a Bionic 6 live action.
Bionic 6. That was one of the.
Want to see an empty theater?
We had the toys, the lunchbox.
I think
everything.
that was just a northern thing.
I
feel like
know.
it wasn't shown in the South.
I'm not sure about. I mean, it was a syndicated cartoon. I think everyone's got to see it. I did. Bionic 6 was great. That would be a cool. That would be a cool property IP. That would be a cool. Bionic 6 would be a cool IP to revive.
What's an IP?
What?
IP. Roadhouse.
Intellectual property. You absolute
say that. You're
imbecile.
So pretentious. The comments are right. Comment if he's a pretentious prick.
The most comments we've ever gotten.
Yep.
All right, so I think I've had like enough of you for this week.
No, one more thing.
No. All right, go ahead.
Did you see McDonald's is eliminating the self-serve soda machines so that you can't get a refill?
So no more free refills
you can get free refills, but you got to go up and ask.
Oh, so you got to like
tuck your tail between your legs. And you got to go up and
you got to go up and like a walk of shame. Yeah. Like, I know I've already had 3 sodas, but may I have another?
Yeah. Which is ridiculous. Because, I mean, are they losing money on the free refill?
They must be doing it for a reason.
Now people are going to get back in line. It's going to cause longer lines.
Who eats inside the restaurant anymore?
I think a lot of people do.
I don't ever see who sits inside.
You survey every time you go past the McDonald's?
I mean, no, because anytime I do any kind of order for takeout, or fast food, any kind of fast food, it's always...
I'm sure McDonald's are full of people.
It's always mobile order
Tons
and
of people.
drive-through takeout.
Tons of people out there. I'm sure. They're doing it for a reason.
I guess they're losing money. Maybe they're losing money on it.
How could you be losing money on
it? They are, I guess. And it's probably better for everyone's health.
Well, yeah, I mean, also devil's advocate. Maybe 7 sodas in a sitting is too much.
At 46 grams of sugar a pop.
Maybe one, you paid for one, you get one.
Maybe it'll make people drink less soda.
No, you know, it's a free country.
I can get as much diabetes as I want to.
It's in the Constitution. Free refills.
Tomorrow, as of this taping, tomorrow is Free Comic Book Day. Are you excited?
Yeah. I'm going to line up.
I only have 2 this week. But first, we got to play my intro.
In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 4 greatest heroes.
You got any more Supergirl comics?
You like that one, didn't you?
Can we see that one again?
Just every week it's the same comic. This week is just Deadpool. I got 2 Deadpools. Wow. This one is the Rob Liefeld. He's got a new series coming out. They're starting a new series.
Oh, I know.
This one is the Rob Liefeld variant. I think he said he's retiring from drawing the character.
Oh.
And so this, I don't know if it's going to be one of his last Deadpool covers, but I thought it was really cool because it's the background is like a faded out cover of the original New Mutants 98, where it was his first appearance. So it's like in the background. I thought that was very cool.
Is he the only one who draws Deadpool?
No, a lot of people, different artists draw Deadpool now. He's kind of like handed it off. He said he's retiring from it. So I wanted to get one of his last ones.
Carpal tunnel.
Actually, I think he did. He did say, he has mentioned that, as you get older, it's kind of like an athlete. You just, your hands and things, you can't draw it as fast, and you get a lot of pain. And you can imagine all that drawing's got to take a toll on your joints. And then the other one was, this one was really cool, like an old horror, take off on a horror, those old Pulp, those old Pulp magazines and comics, Vampire, Daredevil. I thought that was pretty cool. So those are the only two I picked up.
Is that where Pulp Fiction comes from?
Pulp?
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked that up actually the other day. But of course, I instantly forgot it. Don't you like when you look something up and you're like, oh yeah, I just wanted that, and then you just forget it immediately?
It's called 1st through 12th grade.
Pulp actually means a popular or sensational writing that is generally regarded as being of poor quality. Or it is a soft, wet, shapeless mass of material. So,
like you. I got to it before you. I know you were going there. Bitch.
Beat me by 1 second.
Also, that shit in orange juice that nobody likes.
Yeah, right.
People who like pulp and orange juice put milk in the bowl first.
Same people who put the toilet paper roll underneath and put milk in the bowl
they
first.
Wipe front to back, back to front, whichever one's
all these people need to be rounded up and sent to Greenland. Well, I think we've said it all this week. I think we've said it all. I don't think there's anything left to say. So please
like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, please.
DM me if you're hot.
No one's DMing.
Call him an arrogant prick.
I got enough of that this past week.
You get a sign off yet?
There's no sign off.
You should get a sign off.
How about zippity doo dah?
Is that from Song of the South?
Sure is.
Oh, I know Song of the South.
There you go.
We shouldn't have changed that. Sons of bitches.
Goddamn woke bitches.